Alright, what is happening everybody? My name is Denton. Thanks so much for joining me on another video, another big Patreon request. And this time I'm going to be finishing the so-called holy trilogy of trap music with Young Thug's Barter 6. I'll probably end up calling it Barter 6. Excited to hear this. I've liked Young Thug tracks that I've heard in the past, but I've never heard a full project. This was a big request on Patreon. Oh, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you're seeing this on YouTube, go and check the Patreon link down in the description. It's an entire support structure for the channel. It's exactly how I'm able to even do reactions when labels take all the money. But every single week I put up a thread, everybody puts in the album that they want me to react to. The top ones go into a poll and the patrons decide which album I'm going to be reacting to. They go up on there, they make it across to YouTube around a month later. Please do go and check it out if you want to support the channel. So many of you have done it, thank you so much. Guys, without further ado, subscribe if you're new around here. Young Thug, Barter 6, let's do this.
Hopped out a motherfucking bed. Hopped in a motherfucking coupe. We not friendly either, you know what? Yeah, thumbs up. Home see more hoes in the golf course, hold on the trunk up. That bitch a tall blooded hush, nigga Bronco. I let that chopper blocker get back, son. You got no MJ niggas, I got no Jacksons.
So melodically, it's actually really nice. Like, the beat's pretty hard, it's slow, but yeah, the actual singing is pretty nice and not as much autotune as I was expecting. So, yeah, alright.
You need to slow your fucking roller, nigga. We created kids on shoulders, nigga. Nigga, I'm a crack at it. Thought about letting them get a cut, then I went snagged at it. Yeah, the new boosted badass at it. Before I be in front of shows, just like your book. I ain't lying, baby. I swear to God, I ain't lying, baby.
It's a softer sound than I was expecting. Like I said, it's a more melodic sound than I was expecting. It's more lyrical than I was expecting. Not saying it's lyrical, but whenever I've heard Young Thug before, I've never really had the lyrics up. I find it very, very, very difficult to understand myself, but having the lyrics up, I go, okay, there's some bars in there. And then the instrumentation is interesting.
Honey been dropped on the head of any nigga wanted, man. Pop me as any young fast, I'm so fast, I'm so faster than Sunny, man. Let me through with that. I'm so fresh like this detergent. If you not fresh, you so through with that. If you are a nerd, everything you not cool with that. She made that dick grow, now it be like a town.
As I was basically a cemented Young Thug fan forever when I saw the Wyclef Jean video and he was eating the Cheetos in the thing and they said that was the only footage they sent him. I was like, but the guy could basically do no wrong from now. That whole video is incredible. So I knew I was a fan then, but it's nice to know that I'm enjoying his music as well. But he's fucking funny. I mean, the ridiculous thing, she made that dick grow, now it's big like a tower. I mean, he wrote that down and said it on a song that's been heard by millions of people.
Pull up, hop out on the block, they tucking their tail like a Hooter clan. I'm dressed in all black, I'm always on the road, just like...
This sounds like Job doing the chicken dance in Arrested Development. I don't even know if you guys watched that.
Who that is in that crown, Vic, he looks suspicious. I just took the 100 pounds, I made a honey been dropped on the head of any nigga wanted, man. I'm so fresh like this detergent. If you not fresh, you so through with that. If you are a nerd, everything you not cool with that. All my aces, if you play, they make you grady, baby. I like shoot you in your head and that is no more thinking. I said, boy, I leave you dead and call it dedication.
I'm sitting in a soda. Push up on your bitch, shout it. I didn't even know. Hey, see that, but I throw up on magazine. Real nigga got a crown, better own that thing. Get the gang got a throne, better own that thing. Blood dope dealer and a well-known king and a killer pimp.
T.I. float. Wow.
Know how you put your spin on things. Dust. Got your bitch riding everything but the boss. She let me put it everywhere but the butt. I always tell a bitch don't talk so much.
Around here. I call the spot elementary cause I keep a kill around here. All my aces, if you play, they make you grady, baby. I like shoot you in your head and that is no more thinking. Pussy boy, I leave you dead and call it dedication. I put that inside my drink, they call it medication. Man, I'm leaning so bad, I can't do a push up for a minute, yeah.
everything about this track is fucking amazing. The fucking amount of ad-libs going on and craziness in the production. The contrast between Thug's leaned out delivery and melody and singing and all that sort of stuff, and then T.I.'s flow over the beat, that kind of harder, more rap style that still suit the beat perfectly, and the contrast between the two, it's still got a long way to go. This is a fucking amazing track. There's so much going on. When you're hearing something, you sometimes I'll just let my body let me know. What? Bars.
Hey, we was getting up right with them K's so that all these big racks. Sit down and get rich like a booker. Might drop the top up off it. If I get into the helicopter, hit it like I'm on a blue dolphin. Nigga round with like hella chop. Every time I need new surgery, I gon' call up my head doctor. 5 more.
Fucking hell. I mean, I haven't done pills for many years, but I wonder what it sounds like. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, I'm a bag every time I see the nigga. Fishing hold my hook. $500,000 Chevelle. I got bricks burst for retail. I got $100,000 worth bill. All my aces, if you play, they make you ready, baby. I might shoot you in your head and there is no more thinking.
It was weird. This reminds me of like blues music, and I don't know why. There's something about the energy that's coursing through this, and of course it comes all the way back from the same place. Doesn't have the notes, doesn't have the scales, doesn't have any of that sort of stuff, but there's just something about the energy of it and the shambliness, especially when he's just sounded drunk and high and fucked up in that verse before. Fucking hell, this is a hell of a track, man.
You can kick up your legs now. I ain't lying, got hitters on top of hitters. Got hitters on top of hitters on here. All my aces, if you play, they make you grady, baby. I might shoot you in your head and there is no more thinking.
Alright, I get it now. Listen, I've always liked him. Ever since I first heard him, I find him funny. He's always got good features.
I got 3 white bitches like it's powder day. Me coat with them rolls like a sharp base. Say, on the track, me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. On a million man, on a double streaming, reading, Gucci bag.
People who talk about this type of music and denigrate it, and listen, there is some modern hip-hop and rap that isn't very good, and a lot of stuff that I think is coming out right now, some of the newer, really young guys, I really don't think is very good. But people talk about this in the same line, mumble rap, all that sort of stuff. Listen, man, to all that is going on in the fucking music. Listen. I don't know if it's just because I, in the past, had come from listening to lots of electronic music and different things like that, so I'm not so much of a purist when it comes to hip-hop, as much as I love old school boom bap hip-hop, and you know I do. But I don't get, like, imagine not appreciating what is going on in the fucking instrumentals here, and the way it's all blending together with those ad-libs as well to create something, but also it's got a sense of humour to it. Imagine not wanting to give that the time of day.
Some packs, I talk like that white, you can snow me. Snow that young thug, I whip it that bitch that you know me, young thug. Yeah, she shining like butter. Yeah, they don't wanna agree, don't need put out their pants and they don't wanna eat them. No, they won't tease on that dick, they won't read on that dick, they won't leash on that dick. Don't Felicia that dick, mama see to that dick, they won't snitch on that dick. And she screaming loud, she can't secret that dick.
Man, it takes some fucking confidence to say that shit and put it on a record. I would never have the confidence to say anything like that.
Money, I got money on my brain. Money in my pants. I got money, I got change. Bitch, I'm amigo. I play with Kilo. When I put ice on, I am Sub-Zero. Don't chew it out, I don't know none of these people. Let my little shawty go get me a 4 and bring back me a lead. Yes. We got London on the track.
Killed it. Killed it. They all killed it.
The niggas acting like they never had shit. All these bitches acting like they never had shit. I got a bad bitch, she say she always had shit. All these flawless diamonds got it looking glassy. Get that nigga slipping, I'm a...
Fucking listen to that little sneaky trumpet. I think it's a trumpet. Instrumental. Just noodling away there in the background, creating an atmosphere. While Young Thug comes and hits you with the bars he's always talking about. The women, the drugs, the lifestyle. The fucking carnage.
Just like Randy Savage.
Ooh.
My jury is cold as an addict. The good shit that I smoke will blow your lungs out. I'm a walking, not clutching like it's a wirehouse. Bitch, don't get close to some motherfucking warning. Ayy. Go straight, boy, you need to be retained. Ayy, pussy niggas acting like they never had shit. Ayy, all these bitches acting like they never had shit. I got a bad bitch, she say she always had shit.
Money in the church, paying my ties with drug money. We ain't got a new plug, got mama a new house and a couple new coops. That's how a young nigga live.
The best artists can take something that's not relatable, and this life ain't relatable to me, obviously. Small elements, but mostly not relatable. But they can pull you into their world. And that's what the best artists do. I'm living through it right now with these guys in this fucking rambling, shambling, drunken, leaned out, drugged out, fucking aggressive gangster carnage that's happening. But I can just go back a level and just be vibing out. And I know in my mind if I was more drunk, it would be even better. But that's fine, because at some point in my life, I will be more drunk. I can put this on and listen to it with my ears.
And all in my spot with no panties. I said, bitch, where your motherfucking man is?
Fucking not clutching like it's a wirehouse. All your bitches that busted, they live in your house. Where goes up, come down, my nigga, north, south. I done ran on them M's without a tour now. She done started up a game, Christian Couture now. Fish and grit, yeah. Kept me pulling with my dog, just like Michael Vick. I don't get no damn if they throw it off, I won't fucking miss. I might go on and stop playing and take over the land. My money long as cool, but since ain't talking no sense. No, I ill bitch I am, but when I do, I might need help, bro. And I wanna be like Mike, and I ain't talking Phil, bro.
It's like you got the normal music, and Young Thug just singing or talking about whatever he's talking about, and then ad-libs are just like, it's like the crazy parts of him that are just pulling him in all these different directions to get into these escapades. That is what I love about it.
They say bling, yeah, diamonds no crime scene, yeah. Motherfucker close, let's go off the dome. I can't make it home, no. I fucked her, I boned her. She leaving aroma. They calling my phone now. Be with Lil Duke. No way, you can't be with me, you too. No, boy, wait. Put that bitch up from my deuce. Slow day.
Winning, not losing. I'm in the kitchen just cooking. Middle finger to a bucket. Fuck 'em.
What's going on up? She sucking, put me in a coma. I nut on that fish on my sofa.
The 8 California Rari. I got that old money, call it a tar. Let's go off the dome. I trap by the dome.
Time my drawers.
Hop in.
But nigga try me no edit bow. I'ma pull up and make it rain shower.
On it. No criminal E, caught him by surprise. He was.
Yeah, I'm not loving this one as much as the others. It's good, it's fine, but it just feels a little bit standard. I don't know. It's not kind of taking me somewhere with the instrumental. It's not making me laugh out loud with the bars. Not hitting me with the beat. But it's a good song. It's still a good song. It's a good part of the album. It doesn't feel like filler. Yeah, I do recognise the beat.
Let's go. Half time, half a perky, half a Zane nigga. Half time, half a paper up, ate my nigga. Half time, tryna rock that stick, turn it body to half time. Boom, yeah. Hit the streets and tear that bitch up like on Willie B. Go Tennessee, wait up, pull up screaming blink. Got my motor out of Viper, got 100 million flat like my motherfucking idol. I might want it, but I don't need the bitch. I've been flooded out my Jesus, bitch.
Isn't it crazy how people get cancelled all the time for like pretty minor shit, and people like Young Thug can just do a whole verse like this? It's all good. It's all good. It's fine though. Hilarious.
I want your piece of Little Caesar, bitch. I done figured this shit out of you. Think you gon' bite on my swag as a virus. I done the swag and I pull up on bitches dressed in all white like Miley Cyrus. Yeah. No, I'm not gay. I fuck it, pull up and pop at it nugget. Bitch, I got water on, look like I'm fresh from Hawaii.
Yeah, the track's hard. Just that little repetitive beat there that, if it was a Playboi Carti song, would basically drive the whole track. But here it's just part of the layers, and so much other stuff's layered on. Yeah, there's a reason that people fucking love that track. All the different flows were crazy as well.
King of Lions who let the cats running out of the house. Houston, Texas, when I'm on land, I lean back like a couch. When I'm playing,
when I lean back like a couch. Different type of vibe. Straight away on this track. Very different type of vibe.
Amazing is a great
I might accept your apology. Man, you throw L's up if you ain't following. I'm so magnificent, studio working, I'm wearing the top like I'm pimping. Your bitch want my milk, I'm sitting at the top looking down at these wimps. I'm big ballin', bitch, put me inside the dome. I wanna make some more shit. I wanna make some more shit. Pocket bean, where you at, baby? Pocket bean, where you at, baby? If all my niggas some bills, wait, I'ma lay down for hotel. Pull up in no social bills. I don't say pictures, they might get revealed. How many times have I asked, are you well? How many minutes have I ate till I burp? Dropping the top on the news, ain't no hot top on birds.
Is that? Yeah, September by Earth, Wind and Fire. Fucking nailed that. Fucking, now that is one of my favourite songs, so that's why I nailed it.
That pussy out there like a champion. I'm a beast inside these streets like a barbarian. Told my baby in this February we married. I gave her life and then I showed her beat. We fucked the world but now we overseas. Little bitch, I answer the call and put her right beside me. 2, we bout that whoop like them brand new spiders. Keep your mouth closed, boy, cause we aiming. Why pull a bank scheme? I might get him knocked off, just trying to join the team. Yeah. I'm not gonna pass, I'ma smash it. She want that nut, so I blast her. Hey, I keep my pistol, I give you the lead. Hey, they 3D back, call them Ed and yeah. Told my baby in this February we married. We laughing at these pussy boys, they so hilarious.
It so just makes me happy, man. Just makes me happy.
Nigga, I started a fight inside the club. Never switched up on my brew, I'm not a dog. I got a funeral car outside, sitting on some dog. Yeah, I show love for my partner. I'ma fuck a hoe and I leave the club just for my partner. I'ma pull off and take off on my plug, that for my partner. And you know I never stop in the Tyler, baby.
I never heard Thug like this. He's just funny all the time, or just saying some wild shit. But it's interesting to hear him like this. Really is. Again, instrumental, fantastic.
Yeah, let it cup for a nigga sipping, whoa. When I get through with that boy, nigga tripping, whoa. Fight it, precise and yes, it's righteous. My log it, how I like it, I fuck it all night, got sticks and I'm never scared, never frightened. Don't keep them all out your business, they just here because you're riches. You, kitty ones flying, no biscuit. Go outside, sitting on some doors. Baby say she don't help me out with my problems. I'm still screaming, fuck the crunch office. Rocco, I do. Yeah, now that God, that is true. My niggas, they want some clothes bandits. Now they dealing with bad bitches and they know they have it. Fucking man, what? I'm screaming 30, fuck a blue jean bandit. We don't care about no jean, we just want that cash shit. ODing on drugs. Nigga, I started a fight inside the club.
Contrast from the verse to the hook or the chorus, whatever you want to call it here, probably more of a chorus. The way he just brings it down into that kind of hushed tone there really brings a fucking amazing energy to the track. Very different to the rest of the tracks on the album, but yeah, it's interesting to hear this side of Young Thug. Not necessarily cry for help, he's just sort of accepting the situation he's in and, you know, the highs and lows of that. But matching the tone of the instrumentation with his voice and everything like that, really impressed by him as an actual musician, as a singer. Weirdly, despite the fact you wouldn't necessarily say he's singing beautifully with a traditionally beautiful voice, but he definitely uses an instrument in a way that I don't think I ever really gave him credit for before. A couple of tracks to go. Very, very, very strong record. Probably not as immediate, talking about the Holy Trilogy, that people talk about being Rodeo, DS2, and this. It's probably not as immediate as those two, but I think I'm glad I listened to this one third, if that makes sense, because I think I'm going to go back to this one and get more and more out of it every single time. But I really, really do like the energy of it. There's certain tracks that have me fucking lost in it completely. Then different energies throughout it. But I'm much more invested and much more kind of enamored with Young Thug as a musician than I was before. Yet he's still fucking hilarious.
Had them boys in Atlanta, they don't play, Had them boys from Atlanta, told them cage, Hit them commas and now it's thunder. Count 100, want 100 more, that's hunger. Atlanta, they don't play, Had them boys from Atlanta, told them cage, Had them boys from Atlanta.
So many. The reason he's more like a singer is because the amount of flows on this record is almost, it's uncountable. I can't even count it. You could say, what's the Young Thug? I don't know. Because he just sings in all these different ways over the beat, but he raps at the same time. It's really quite something, actually.
Like I plenty ammo for your bumbling nigga. Ammo for these pussy motherfuckers. ever could treat. And you know that I might just scoop that little bitch up off her feet. All of these niggas, they know that they falling and everyone wanna be me. Feed me. These pussy niggas tighter than a wedgie Ouija. I look like a sniper, they can't see me, see me. Baby, you know that I might be the true little nigga that you wanna be. Baby, you know that I might be the rich little nigga you ever could treat. Okay, you know all my diamonds got no flaw. Mama moved to 85 north, not 85 south. I think these hoes for run. Yeah. Baby, you know that I might be the real little nigga you ever gon' see. Baby, you know that I might be the true little nigga that you wanna be. Baby, you know that I might be the rich little nigga you ever could treat. All of these bitches don't wanna be cheated on, but all these bitches won't cheat. All of these bitches won't be the new wifey, but all of these bitches be cheat.
Young Thug makes me smile. It's as simple as that. I've really enjoyed that project. I think it's going to be a project that sounds better on multiple listens. It didn't take me to space like Rodeo. It didn't put me down in the fucking filth like DS2. But it put me in a fucking good mood. And there was tremendous instrumentation on there. And like I said throughout the reaction, I was just more and more impressed with Young Thug as a musician. Like, Young Thug to me was this like kind of almost like comedic act that you could put on songs, and he'd find a pocket in there and it would sound good, but I'd always be waiting for the next person to come on. Whereas that, I'm like, no, now I'm interested in hearing more of Young Thug's music for Young Thug, because he's incredibly innovative, and loads of people may sound like that now, but obviously I'm understanding that this record's 5 years old, and I really don't think the people that are coming through now trying to emulate that really quite have earned the vibe. Now, if it's someone like Roddy Ricch, then yes, like The Box, absolutely. But I'm hearing some of these other artists coming through, and I'm just, you can tell there's a bit of inspiration there, but they just don't have the whole package. A Little Mosey or something like that. He's like 8 years old, so I shouldn't be too harsh on him. Anyway, very, 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 very glad I reacted to that. I've now done the Holy Trilogy, but there's so much work from Future and Young Thug that I haven't heard and want to hear. It's very enjoyable. I'm going to tend to do this type of music, trap stuff that's supposed to be a bit more vibey in the evening, because it's just a different type of vibe after a full day doing normal stuff, and listening to it in the day just doesn't feel right, especially with everyone at home at the moment, kids buzzing around, etc. It doesn't really work, can't get in the mood for it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that middle part of the record really had me going. I love Can't Tell. I really like Check. That was a hell of a track. Halftime's a hell of a track. Dream was a nice vibe. Actually, Amazing was good. OD was good. And those last two tracks were strong as well. So yeah, really, really can't put too much fault on it. But I felt like I was experiencing new things at the same time that I need to spend more time with. I need to go back through the album again. I do want to listen to it 5 times more drunk. Not 5 times more drunk. That would be a bad idea. 3 times more drunk. But again, the drunken reactions, they can't happen very often because that's not actually very good for you. So it is what it is. Guys, patrons, amazing suggestion once again. If you're not involved in the Patreon and you want to get involved in supporting this channel, in being one of the people that not only allows this channel to continue and it allows this channel to exist, honestly, but also is directly involved in picking these album reactions with everybody else on there, getting involved in the polls, please just go and click on the link, see what's going on in there. You'll probably find 4 album reactions as well that you haven't seen yet if you want to sign up. If you're seeing this on YouTube and you haven't got all the way to the end here, and you haven't left a like and hit subscribe, that's insane. Please do both. Can we aim for 3k likes on this video? I think it can do more, but I'm going to ask for 3k likes. If everybody does it straight away, we'll get it within the first hour. Guys, I've been John Denton. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.